When I go to the store and I'm in the baking section,
Right.
I see a couple of different types of vanilla that I can get, but this, it opens up an entirely new world of flavor in what is considered to be just kind of the staple that you just have in your pantry.
Right, correct. You know, if you're pairing this, you know, Tahitian bean, which is gorgeous and plump and juicy, to, you know, versus an Indonesian bean, which is woodier and actually has a little raisiny, you know, aroma to it. So we pair the Indonesian bean with rum, because that natural sweetness can offset the kind of the woodiness of that bean.
But how different are they?
Yeah.
So that's really what I'm curious about, and I think that folks that are
Right.
watching, they're going to be like, but how really different is that? So what is the flavor like when you have different beans in the same spirit?
The different beans shine through, you know, the property of the bean, that Tahitian bean, that is so plump and so complex, really. Vanilla is quite a complex flavoring, that flavor really, really comes through in the rum, that natural sweetness. The Indonesian bean, you know, you're not gonna get as much complexity. We still extract in rum, but we feel like rum is still the perfect partner because, again, of the woodiness, you know, that we want. And so you almost get a yin-yang sort of flavor element when you extract with those. So they're quite different.
And so some of the ways that you can use the vanilla, baking, obviously that's a gimme.
Yes.
But just stirring it into things like oatmeal, and then you have these coffee drops, which I think is just brilliant.
Thank you.
So you just put this into like your cream in the morning when you're frothing it,
or
how
your
do you
coffee
use it?
black. As people who cook all the time, you want to, how can we best use it? Where will it really shine? And to me, as somebody who cooks a lot, cooking sort of shrinks the world. You know, and it brings, think about these tropical island or these very tropical places, locations where vanilla is grown. I'm bringing a little bit of the tropics, you know, into what I'm eating every morning. And that's incredible that we live in an age when we have access to these wonderful different variety of beans. So dairy is a perfect partner for vanilla. You get the aroma as well and the flavor. So we decided to sort of go out on a limb and take a risk and say, you know, it's a stretch to ask somebody to probably go to your pantry and get the bottle of vanilla and pour it in your coffee. So we just decided to brand it as a coffee drop. You can also put this in your instant oatmeal. You can, you know, it's vanilla extract. I put it in yogurt bowls, you know, mix it in a little yogurt. There are lots of different ways. Smoothies.
Well, and
lots of different ways you can
you're
use
going to
these.
show me how you actually
We
fill all of
are.
your bottles.
We are.
With this handmade filler from Indiana.
Yay,
I love that.
I know. Yeah, so it's small businesses helping small businesses. What I've done here is kind of what we would do on a normal basis is we'd pull out all of the bottles we want to fill. Yeah, so would you like to try?
I do want to try.
Okay, great. Would you like to, you'd like to do the whole thing here. And so you kind of, if you want to sort of slowly get the hang of it, it's just a very nuanced and there you go. You can see it flow in. Perfect. We may have to fill our tube again if you get to the top of the arc. Yeah, it's actually very
calming.
sort
it's
of
almost
zen-like. I know.
Exactly.
I know. You're going to say that.
Spend your afternoon.
Okay.
How's that? A better
Nice job. You're hired.
Thanks. I feel like for you to take this spiced rum that you created, it's infused with vanilla, you know it's going to corporate gifts. What does that feel like as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, it's amazing. The best part of my job is when people will email me pictures. I had a good friend email me last night, and she and her daughter were making their annual Christmas. They make these fudge pies and a bunch of cookies and every year, and she sent me like a little video of them pouring, you know, using the vein vanilla and pouring it in, and that just, you know, makes my heart sing to think that we're making people's food more delicious